Frederick Williams, London and Birmingham, 1923, side by side, English hammer shotgun. Beautiful weapon. Now, with the side plate screw removed, we can take the entire side plate and lock mechanism off the gun. Just take the little bit of pressure off the trigger lever and it just comes off like so. It's quite simple. And that you have it, the side lock action of a double barrel shotgun. Okay, we have the main spring, the swivel, trigger lever and the trigger sear, which goes into a track on the swivel under pressure of the mainspring, and the trigger lever spring or intermediate spring. Now the hammer, which is on the outside of the side lock, is attached through a square on the shaft onto the swivel. Now how it works: when you pull the hammer back like so, the trigger lever sear falls into a track on the swivel, holding it in place against pressure of the mainspring. Now to fire the gun, pull the trigger, which presses on the trigger lever here, pushing it upwards, releasing the sear from the track on the swivel. So the full force of the mainspring can throw the swivel round and the hammer travels forward, hitting the firing pin, like so. Now, this part of the swivel is the front stop. A lot of injuries and accidents caused by hammer shotguns in the past were because this part was worn through misuse of the gun. If you don't fully pull the trigger, moving the lever completely away from the swivel, the hammer will not travel its full distance, thus wearing slightly on the swivel. Proper use of the trigger allows the swivel to go completely past the trigger lever, thus going through its full travel. Now, if it's worn here and the gun is loaded and walking around, sometimes the hammer used to catch on clothing and bushes, etc. Pulling the hammer back like this against pressure, and if this was worn, it would shoot past the sear and fire the gun. So that was the main danger of hammered shotguns when they got worn.